Hey, my name is Foxy, and today I'll be talking about an issue that I haven't really addressed. This is really relevant to the kind of time we're in, because we're in the month of June. The month of June is a great time. I mean, summer's just starting, the flowers are about to bloom, and we have Pride Parade. What a lovely time to be alive. Just before I start, I'm not homophobic. I don't hate gay people. I do not hate bisexual people. I do not hate lesbians. I do not hate trans people. I do not hate queer people. I do not hate asexual people. And I do not hate intersex people. Okay? So, let's begin. So, Pride Month's been around for a while. I'm sure you've seen it in all the years. However, in 2019, stuff has been coming up that I really need to address. Personally, I think it's becoming painfully obvious that Pride Month isn't being used for good. First of all, your sexuality does not define you. Your sexuality shouldn't be something you have pride in. I don't have pride for being straight. You shouldn't have pride for being gay. I support gay people's right to marry and for them to have equal rights the same as us, which they do. And I'm not opposed to gay people at all. I'm just annoyed how people think that being gay is somehow a personality. Being gay doesn't make you particularly special. For example, I'm vegetarian. I'm left-handed. I don't have a month just because people can't provide me with the same amount of food products that as meat people do, or carnivores do, and with left-handed pencils or left-handed desks or whatever, because guess what? I don't really see a problem with it, and it doesn't define who I am. It doesn't make me special. And I don't think being gay deserves a month of celebration. Having a month to make people aware of LGBT problems is one thing, but a celebration is simply not needed. First of all, the majority of Americans and British people support the right to gay marriage, and it has been steadily increasing and is now at about 61% of Americans. Even being gay isn't a choice, due to research between DNA markers on the X chromosome and the male sexual orientation. So it's something that is an unchanging fact about yourself. If you are in fact born gay, if research supports the fact that you are born gay, and the majority of Americans have a gay marriage, what is there to celebrate? Being born, existing, and accepted by the majority of people in your country? I know they've been through a lot of oppression before, of course, but Pride Month can be used to raise awareness for actual issues and actual oppression of gay people. For example, in Islam or Islamic cultures, there are about 11 different Muslim countries where you can be killed for your sexuality. About 70 is illegal. Let's talk about that. Not talk about or celebrate anything. It does not deserve a celebration. We need to talk about gay people's issues rather than celebrating them. Your sexuality is not an achievement, and it does not define you as a person. I think there are better things to celebrate, like actual accomplishments that you've done yourselves and you haven't changed. People who are unfortunately anti-gay and LGBT people who are pushing this kind of gay agenda on children and paint gay people as victims while ignoring real issues that they have is terrible. Pride Month is becoming a celebration of rights you already have. But why is Pride Month becoming a time for children to push a gay agenda on the impressionable minds of children? People who are really young, like children, or even teenagers, should probably be kept out of anything related to sexuality or sex in general, both gay and straight, because they have no idea. From a perspective from the world, there are still many people or different countries that have disrespect for gay people, like I've mentioned. So why aren't you talking about them? Search on Google right now. Drag queen makes powerful statement by wearing tiara coated with HIV positive blood. This is disgusting. You're spreading a virus that can kill you because it's a powerful statement. And this blood, I believe, is menstrual blood, which doesn't help your case at all. Most gay people, I'd assume, would want to be treated like everyone else. Instead of having this gay extremist acting like being gay is worth celebrating, different and unique, and worth celebrating at the highest level, even more so, this flamboyant behaviour might make the view of gay people even worse. Imagine if you're anti-gay for religious purposes, which I disagree with, but then you see people going outside with rainbow penis balloons. Would you still want to celebrate it? Would you still want to support it? Instead of saying the truth, like being gay is normal, is perfectly natural, and is not your choice, or nothing to be ashamed of or feared, you flaunt your sexuality for no reason. Recently, a journalist was using the fact that he was gay in order to influence YouTube to remove Steven Crowder from their website, just because he was criticised by Crowder. Don't you understand how entitled this sounds? Celebrating your sexuality when you accept that it's completely normal is contradictory and quite stupid. Instead of marching through the city waving a dildo around, march through the city telling people about the real global issues that gay people have to face. Instead of making people believe that they're special just because they're gay, let's make people feel special based on their accomplishments and character, rather than the way they were born. Didn't Martin Luther King say, "I want my kids to not be judged by the colour of their skin, but by the content of their character"? This can be applied here. Please, let's stop this sick attempt to push gayness on children and instead address the real homophobia across the world. A lot of people on the left support Islam, where the oppression of women and murder of gay people is illegal in 11 different Muslim countries. Let's talk about that first. There's an article from the Daily Caller, which I will leave in the description. And it says that LGBTQ advocates now encouraging parents to take their children to Pride, even if the rallies have sexually explicit activity. During Pride Month, there's been a little bit more people with like kind of fetishes that come over there and just kind of exist there. So there's people coming up with animal costumes, sexual kinks, all this, fucked up stuff, and coming to Pride Month, and these parents are encouraging people to go there and watch them. A quote from S. Bear Bergman says, "First of all, nobody likes nakedness more than children." What the fuck? How are these people getting away with this? This is almost child abuse. Oh, this is child abuse. You're sending your children to gay marches or pride marches that have sexually explicit activities going on. Is there nothing wrong with this? There is absolutely no reason not to take our kids to Pride. It is a fun day. There are lots of bubbles, rainbow streamers, and enjoyable performances, Bergman noted. Yes, as well as the sexually explicit activity that you're providing your kids with. But there's no problem with that, apparently. Let's see. Quote, "Children benefit from seeing people love one another, from seeing diversity and inclusion. Children suffer from seeing violence and fear, hatred and divisiveness," says Wren. "I can't imagine a safer place for families to bring children." Are you sure it's really safe? Because I remember someone was arrested, that I just mentioned, arrested for sexually explicit activities with children because he claimed he was gay. Fun fact, the first stage of genocide is classification. People are divided into us and them. In this case, this is very true. We're divided into gay and not gay during these LGBT rights. We should be treating gay people like everyone else. Gay people should treat us like everyone else. That's how you form a society. If you segregate people into us and them, then guess what happens? The start of the 10 stages of genocide. The next one being symbolization. People are forced to identify themselves. This sounds very similar to the idea of Hitler basically labeling the Jews and making them wear Jewish Stars of David. One amazing conservative woman wrote, Explain to me why conservatives are harassed, banned and deplatformed into oblivion on social media, but leftists can sexualize children and push pedophilia grooming openly, all over the guise of being, quote, woke. The left revels in degeneracy disguised as progressivism. This is very true. So if the Pride months are so safe like you claim to be, why is there a controversy that suggested that there was a gun scare which caused thousands to run away in a panic? Several people were injured and 7 people were hospitalized. My god. Tell me, if straight marriages were parading around half naked and dressed like freaks, and having sexual contact in the streets, they would all be arrested. But then again, we would never do that, would we? Especially with children. So why is that happening at a gay parade? It is a leftist agenda, and I know you probably heard of, quote, fake news. It's true, people do fake news and people do post fake news stuff, like, unfortunately. I mean, why would anyone care about minimizing harm? It's not like it's one of the 4 major sections of the Journalist Code of Ethics. I mean, why would anyone want to do that? I have no idea. Again, I don't hate gay people. I wish them to be happy. I wish everyone in the world to get along. However, this is not going to be the case with sexual predatorial pushing this kind of agenda on children, or doing a straight pride or gay pride march in the first place. I don't want a straight pride march. I just want gay pride marches to not have marches. I want them to talk about the issues, not run around for no reason. I want them to be able to express what they feel about gay people. Anyone to express what they feel about gay people, and gay people to express what they think about straight people. However, segregation and stuff like this is not the way to do it. Gay people should be treated the same. They shouldn't be getting special treatment. It's a shame that Pride Month misrepresents the average gay person and instead is a platform for political nonsense to be pushed, because right now, Pride Month does not help gay people.